Whoa, here we are, STS here. What is going on, y'all? And welcome to the annual. Well, every time I go to ICW PRO show, Marin, Indiana, the Boys and Girls Club, or whatever it is, I do my review. And I think this is a crooked angle. I don't care. I'm inside the kitchen right now. I usually do the videos over here using this cabinet. You can see, hold it up, but I got my tripod, which is already ghetto looking as it is. But I'm here to talk about the ICW's event that was January 9th, which was last Saturday, which was entitled Return of the Juice. Well, talking about Return of the Juice, which it was already posted on Facebook, is that, which I even know that when I got to the door, and when I got there and stuff, and I drove to, and I saw my friend Wyatt, he smoked a cigarette and was talking to him, there was a little paper on the door saying, for the circumstances of flight booking or whatever, the juice will not be there. Which is like, well, what the fuck? I'm sorry, the F-bombs will be in this. I'm sorry, this is how I am, and the review how it is. And it's just like, wow, that was the whole point. That was the whole point. I mean, well, but most of the whole point. But then again, you know what? And I had the idea, you know, when, like you first saw right there, with my phone idea, which was kind of poor acting, was we have a, which I basically said, you know what? There's no juice. Still is the belt still. He's supposed to come in February supposedly, which, I mean, if he does come, geez, what is he ICW's version of Brock Lesnar? Keeps the belt for a little bit and then goes off. But the show we called now, and I had Brady do a little photoshopping or whatever. So we're going to call this event, which it should be called anyway, Return of ICW, which is basically, what I say the ICW is to the people that come there all the time, who wrestles there, who puts their, us people asses in seats, who goes there for the $1, for the $10, or whatever, how much it is, or whatever, just to be for the sport of professional wrestling, not sports entertainment. Yeah, it's entertainment, but you know what, I don't give a fuck. Professional wrestling. Listen, man, you're not in my household, and you're not around with me, I don't give a fuck. Professional wrestling. And I'm just going to I'm going to go through all the matches. Now, some matches I'll say here and say there. I mean, some spots or not. I'm not really good because I just it's right now. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, or almost 2 o'clock in the morning here. And this thing could be uploaded till later on the day, probably around 12 o'clock-ish or something like that. So I'm trying to get this done. If not, this video, if the library is closed or whatnot, it might be in Thursday. But hopefully later today, because it's Wednesday, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I just got done watching all the matches on the fan cam, which, by the way, if you want to check out the MWO fan cam, I have a playlist on my my YouTube, youtube.com/mdreams, which is, this is the video on that. So check out the I have a playlist called the MWO fan cam. I have all the fan cams, which I have 2 other wrestling videos before, 2 other ICW shows before that. And yeah, it's another thing to talk about, since we'll talk about, was that when we got there to the show, I see that there was a bunch of cameras around, and I'm like, oh, damn it. And Wilbur Barry was there. He's basically their professional camera. He has a thing that holds on the thing. He's got, I think, his camera, I don't know who the old lady was, maybe it was his mom, or maybe it was his wife's mom, or I don't know personally, but he had him going around, like traveling around, you know, doing this shit, and then he had the camera. Then he had the old lady up top doing the topper, the overhead, and then you had his wife or somebody behind me, which was like, it's bad. It was behind the NWO section, which we call it, and I was like, damn it. And I'm sticking to my fan cam footage. And the thing is, though, yeah, that's what I did. And it's still funny. I had my damn selfie stick, and I just did, and that's what you saw. And yeah, some dumbass, you know, one of the guy who was like Shawn Michaels and Daniel Bryan, dumbass from Pubes and Pajamas was like, oh, there's a guy on the front row bootlegging and all stuff. Let's go. Oh, I'm trying to get this fucking place over and do a fan cam footage, you fucking idiot. He tried to be funny and shit. I didn't give a shit. But let's just go on the matches here. This is going to be a long video, by the way, so get ready to be pumped here because I'm going to say some spots or whatnot. And if it's long, it's long. I don't give a shit. Why in the hell is this not working? Okay. Okay, we start out with Artie comes out to Sex Gut Machine. He comes out to James Brown, which is, this has got to be the most stupidest thing. Like, I know I have a beer gut, I know I have a gut, but this guy, I mean, with suspenders and this little Price is Right, like, jacket thing. Oh yeah, by the way, Zane Paisley's back. Zane's back! Yo, Zane! The Bearded Wonder, supposedly. Since the last show in November, he postponed because he wanted, because he's a mark for other promotions, and that's a shoot. I mean, well, that's what he does. He has money. He can go everywhere. Take his sons any damn where. He went to some old time wrestling event in Muncie because Gregory Iron and some other people were there, which I don't even care. I mean, it's just, he came back with his little V-neck kind of, I don't know, I didn't care about it, but he introduces Artie. Like I said, Artie comes up the Sex Gut Machine, which is stupid as shit. I'm a sex machine. It says 1:44 a.m. and 1:44, it's 1:15. But he comes out, and then he's on talk about, the number one contender, and then all of a sudden here comes, which we knew about this in Facebook. I don't know if Troy knew or whatever, but I was invited and all that stuff. Well, I'm not really invited, it's just, well, as a page or just a thing was, here comes Dark Horse music, which is Katy Perry and all that. And that's Mrs. Liz's music. That's Troy Miller's wife or whatever. And this is Mrs. Liz. Now, Miss Liz is the Stephanie McMahon of ICW Pro. And there you go, Miss Liz. Because I talked to her backstage after the show was over. And she's like, Sam, because I had the first time conflict for me and her, she didn't like me at all. But it was pretty cool to talk to her and Troy afterwards. And she's like, Sam, when I heard you call me Soap Man, I was laughing my ass off. What do you say, asshole? But there you go. And that's what she is, a Stephanie McMahon of ICW. I don't want to mess with her. I don't care. I'm not going to bitch slap from her. But she comes out and then saying, like, this is 25 years for one man. And that man's my husband, Troy Miller. And Troy Miller comes out, introduces her man, and it's 25 years. And one of his old friends or whatever had a picture of him. Big-ass picture. Like signs and stuff. And saying, like, it had 25 years and had Troy Miller's face, which he looked like Daniel Radcliffe. Damn, Troy, I didn't know you turned to Harry Potter. You were Harry Potter back in the day. And here's the site. I mean, she brought it like, there's some people there come in and thank you. I think some of them, I don't remember. I know, oh God, J.H. Hogg came up there. You had one of his buddies, which I don't remember his name, so sorry. Then you had Sid Page come up there with El Diablo coming out, and saying, and then you had Rick Craig there, the Prophet, which, just like I said in the poster. Another thing too, I'll talk about him after this because I don't want to ruin this one up. He comes out there and says, thank you, but then he just hits him like, that was then, like hits him in the face or whatever, or whatnot. And that was then for that. That was at wrestling. And also, I mean, come on. ICW Pro, come on, Ortega's, whoever's running here. You put a bunch of people on your dang page, your poster thing here. I mean, there was no Jonathan Wolf, there was no JKO, some other match, and wasn't there supposed to be a was it Boba Brazil Jr. and was he supposed to be a tag team match with Bruiser Jr. versus Raza, the Syndicate, or maybe that was supposed to be. I don't know. My friend, I thought my friend's dad, my friend Chris's dad was there. And he said, "What happened to this match?" He was one of the security guards, and security didn't even know. Joel didn't know. Hell, but or maybe it's gonna be the yearly show. Hell, I don't know, and I'm not really waiting for that match. Boring as shit. Sorry, that's the truth. Shoot time. Boba Brazil, I don't care. Maybe it's one of Boba Brazil's junior's little kid. Maybe it's one of his kids. Whatever, I don't care. Let's just get on the matches here, and then you have Dick Bruiser's son-in-law, which I don't care. We got ourselves this was introducing us all, and what, yada yada yada. And here comes, and then I kind of got sleepy because I was having an energy drink, but it wasn't disrespect to them. I was just very tired, but it ended off, and then we have our first match, which was Tigon, which I heard this guy stinks, and I heard this guy is very stiff. And I've seen this guy play before. I've seen him wrestle before. And who's he face off? The returning the elite killer, Kevin Roberts, I believe it is. So if I mess up your name, Kevin, or whatever, I think it is. But he comes out, and then with Hank Calhoun and Tone C, which the Elite's the best team, one of the best teams in the world here. You can people say, you get the rip off towards the Click and DX and all that shit. It's nothing. There's nothing there. Well, you know what? They're pretty damn good heels. I cheer for them. I don't give a damn. They're pretty good. They do what they do. You know, when we have it's a little vice versa, like a little half a crowd, because you got the kids and the parents, which the parents don't give a shit unless they're hardcore wrestling fans like myself. You have the kids just, boo, no, I don't care, but Tigon's the good guy. And you have some of the people there, like the hardcore people like me, just I cheer on them. Well, because I know some of the people I know the team, but also I don't give a damn. I cheer for them because they're heels, and I like to cheer on some of the heels. But I'm going to tell you about some of the stuff what's going on. You know, it was a pretty good start of the event. Killer looked like a small midget compared to Tigon in the ring here. Now, I've been in the ICW ring before, and I mean, it's just the way we were sitting, just the way he's just a small guy. But Killer, just like I said when I was dissing on him before last year, whatever, I call him the Fabulous Freebirds, and one of the first shows, whatever. Killer, and I still would put him with Buddy Roberts. And he has Roberts in his name too. So I mean, this motherfucker, Killer, can kick some ass, and he can take a beating, but he'll come back and beat your ass. Tigon, though, I mean, there are some spots where he just runs in like, I can't see it because my camera is being retarded, but he would just run like I don't know how to put it off. I mean, these little, I can't. It's so dumb to try to do it. These kicks didn't look hard. I'm like, dude, I heard you're stiff. You're not doing stiff kicks. You're doing some fucking frosted flake kicks or something. Hell, I don't know. The elite were out there with their boy. Pretty good heels. Well, I cheer them. Like I said, don't care. Some of the tie-ups, some of the tie-ups just didn't. They were kind of a false cue. There was a moment where Killer just gets him up and like in the tie-up like this, whatever. I grab him in. Tigon just grabs him for a choke slam. It's like, what the hell is that? But Suda Kansada, you have they distract the referee, and here comes he distracts the referee. And here comes, damn it, can't edit. No, he distracts the referee, and Tone C drops some brass knuckles, and you have Killer go trying to get the attention like he's going to get a switch of music, and just hits him around there. I had the fan cam footage zooming in, and 1, 2, 3, your winner is Killer. Pretty good match at first. And after the match, Tigon has a promo, which you can't understand. I'm like, is he like the Delirious of ICW? I feel like I'm the Elite. So maybe next month, another match with the Elite. Well, I mean, is he going to go after Killer again, rematch? Or is he going to screw the Elite over? I don't know. Then we have, which I'm sorry to say, the second match here. Ingrid Isley, or I would call her here Ingrid Horsley, because I didn't know what her name was at first, versus Selene Gray, referee Wilkos. And now some of the matches I removed the referees. Like the first match, it was referee Rogaine, with balding in his hair. But some of the matches I forgot, but in my notes here. This match here, I mean, this match here is a fucking dud. I mean, the thing is that I respect, they grow up. Selene Gray is awesome. She's one of the coolest chicks. She's awesome wrestler too. But what's this going? When we started the match, we had this little moment, the very first 10 seconds, where Ingrid just pulls Gray's hair out of the moment, and then gets a little clean break and just runs off, and here's Selene Gray like, my hair. I mean, I don't know. We were like, what the hell? Selene's the master of the arm drags. Every match I see, she does these perfect arm drags. Now, the thing is, though, she knows what she's doing with the arm drag, which I call it the Selene drag. But the other people, with psychology, or whatever, there's some people that that's kind of delayed when she's holding. I mean, she's got her, but there were some, just Ingrid kept missing spots from Gray. Because I know, I've seen Selene wrestle. I've seen her wrestle a bunch of times. She's badass, she knows what the fuck she's doing. Ingrid, now, I see her wrestle before. I mean, I just don't give a damn. I'm sorry, I'm not into Isley, I don't care. Selene Gray is a very, this is a very good here. I mean, the thing is, Selene Gray is a very gorgeous, sexy wrestler who knows what the fuck she's doing, so I wouldn't want to mess with her ass. But, well, yeah, where's that cleavage suit at, Selene? But, there is one spot that Ingrid was trying to do a fisherman suplex / perfect plex, and it just botched to hell, because I don't know who gave out first, either her or Gray. I mean, didn't know what was going to happen, hit it with. I don't know, but I was in the crowd along with many others, left my ass off here. Sorry, ladies, and I think, and also Gray, I think you should do better drop kicks. But then again, I mean, they look kind of fucky. You know, you jumped and wanted to see. But then again, I'm just a fan. I'm not in the fucking business, so you know, I'm just in the business. But I did enjoy your bit. Yeah, I did enjoy Selene. She had a spot where she hit she did an awesome discus goal. That was a terrible charades, but a terrible discus close. I mean, no, it wasn't terrible. An awesome discus clothesline. Oh yeah, we also seen another botched Samoan back body drop kind of way from Gray to Ingrid. I just think Ingrid just. Sorry, Ingrid, but you suck. In this match, you sucked. And, you know, and then she gave... And then Gray notices a section, because we have some guys over here, like, you know, saying something. She's like, come on, you know. And then I saw the worst spine buster in history. Where she Irish whipped Gray, and then picked her up for this terrible spine buster, which, when she put Gray up, Gray almost fell like like she was going to give her an X Factor, which she just fell on herself. Lots of botches, though. I was entertained, though. The last spot Gray had was like a DT position, which was kind of botched as well. And then Gray wins. She pins it with the DT, you know. And just the way she looks like, damn, thank God I'm out of this shit. Damn, this is going to be a long review, guys. Sorry. But Gray wins that match, so there you go. But like I said, Gray's an amazing talent, amazing chick. I think she should go after Great Cheyenne and get the belt whenever Great Cheyenne, which is another bummer because Great Cheyenne wasn't there. But I think she deserves a number one contendership against Great Cheyenne. I think Selene Gray should go over and take out. I mean, I love Great Cheyenne, but then again, I think there could be this right here could be a little feud maybe. Or maybe just have her go over. But that's my opinion, though. So, then we got the Elite versus the Mid-Ohio Stretching Crew, which the Elite, once again, kick-ass. Then against this Mid-Ohio Stretching Crew, which is, I forgot his name, Fields, and then the other guy. I've seen Fields before. He faced the Elite with One Eye Willie, the very first show I went to last January, actually. And the funny thing is that Fields started to clap like, try to get everybody together, you know, and then Hank's like, what the hell? And then he tries it, and everybody starts clapping. Most of us, and it was just laughing because they're supposed to be heels, and they get more clapped. We got, and meanwhile you got, the Prophet Rick Craig has been in every match almost, except I think the Chicks match, I don't think. He's been for every match, and this when he started, he would start just walking around like he's scouting the ring like a dumbass. People in there, people call him Joey Matthews. You know, or Joey Mercury, not Joey Matthews. I think that was the guy from Mean Street Posse, but he goes around like what the fuck? But I don't care. I mean, heel gimmick of me wearing a stick of truth. Where's your little pony, your little hat? Yeah, where's your little Pinocchio hat at, Rick? Jeez, and get a mic. Here we go too. Why don't you get a mic for your podcast? Right? I try to listen to your podcast, and you have a mic. I don't have a mic. I have an iPhone app I can just talk into, but you just have a phone. Sorry, I try to listen and I try to listen to your podcast. Can't get into it. Sorry. Or if you're not even in there anymore. But the gimmick, I don't care. There's a moment, but the thing is though, yeah, there's a moment where the other guy, which I don't know what it looks like, my friend Sean, he Irish whips Tone C, and then he like hits him with like a slap or something, and then he does this. He's like, he falls down, and he's like, and we're like, what the hell was that? And he's like, oh, and he does a running drop kick, which I thought was stupid as hell. And he was a running corner kick. One awesome spot, which I pretty cool, was awesome, was Hank he slapped the hell out of the other guy, and then he's like getting the referee Rogaine, which he was in the match, and distracts him. And then he went in our section, which I had the cam, and right there, and then he pointed up and he wanted me to zoom, and I zoomed in on him, and he see Elite, he came with the Elite and tried to get the referee's reaction, and Hank showed up, and that's my boys. And that was pretty cool. And another kick-ass spot with Tone C was with the other guy. He gets him in a submission like Trish's neck or something like that. And then I'm zooming in, which I think was one of the best visuals too. I was zooming in with fan cam footage. Because I'm going to be watching Wilbur's, because Wilbur has the best professional layout done. But I have the fan cam because I wanted to put the fan cam perspective out there. Like some people thought, when they were going, like some matches, they were going around the ring or whatnot. They go out there. It's like, nah, I'm good. I'll go when I'm free. But they ended up going to. Damn it! Fucking hell! Well, he has him in submission. And then he starts. When I zoom in, it's like, and he just kicks the hell out of him. I thought that was freaking badass. And then Fields tries to get the Rainmaker on him, clothesline gets it, but he gets screwed over, and Hank they distract him, or I think Killer and Tone C distract him, low blows him, and he gets the inside cradle or whatever. 1, 2, 3, the Elite win. And then they have Tigon, who's in the crowd. Oh, I'll get you. Oh, whatever. Then we have the Just Justin. We have Jun Hado versus Just Justin. And Hideo is defending his U.S. title, which you have Justin with his divorce rate. Oh, I'm taking my shirt off, the divorce rate's going to go up. Thinking like he's Rick Rude taking off his robe. Throwing, you fat imbeciles, while your ladies look at my body. Yeah, you ain't Rick Rude. And the second thing that happened with my friend White last time we were there, he proposed to his girlfriend, which Justin was being hell, said something like, oh, your woman's going to leave you, and his woman left him later on, which I think that was kind of bullshit. Jun Hado comes out with a new haircut, looking like a beast. Here comes the Prophet once again, coming out to no reason. Nice spot from Just Justin. He has a suplex and he's a backbreaker style. I'm just gonna look at this shit because I really don't care about this man. I have all of my notes here and I don't even care. We've had the crowd. I wasn't into this match much. I'm sorry. And then you have looks like Wilco's Hado gives him Hado in Paradise, which is basically Trouble in Paradise. And then looks like Wilco's referee B. Wilco's looks like he botched the count to 3, and then we gave him tough shit for it. Then Justin tries to do a switch in music, but Hado counters it with the claw to STO, which Tenzai Prince Albert his finisher wasn't once. Then we had the tag team title matches. Now this right here, I'm sorry, Raza, I know you guys. This match was the shit match. Besides the women's match, these two matches, the women's match was okay. All the botches, but was still entertaining. This match here, I'm sorry, shit. I am sorry. But then again, I'm not sorry because, it wasn't basically Raza. Raza's kick-ass. They came out with the new guy, Gimp. I don't know what he is. I just call him Gimp because it looks like a Gimp mask. Sorry. And I think I know who it is. Which is like, man, what is going on here? It's all one family thing, How do you get into business here? That's what I want to try to get into. Even being backstage or anything, I don't know. I'm just afraid to talk to people about it. I don't know, but they come out and spit page, and yada yada yada. And here comes this team called Heroic Covnot or whatever. And then we hear the beep beep beep. And this guy with a hoodie. He comes out like he's damn Jimmy Hart. He's a fucking ripoff or something. And he comes out, and then this guy who looks like Husky Harris, Bray Wyatt's old character, and then this guy who looks like Hacksaw Jim Duggan with CM Punk star tights, plus gold boots. So this guy was really matching up. Look almost all out of shape. Then you got the Jimmy Hart ripping off megaphone guy. I don't have nothing here. I have nothing. I mean, because it's just Raza kick ass. Raza kick ass. And then you had the Prophet comes in there, and then Sid Page is like, "Oh, what's this all about?" No. And then Sid Page is like, "I'm gonna shake your hand because I'm a heel, and I need to be heels with other heels." So, what I didn't care about. I mean, I just this match didn't. And it's just it went so slow and staggering. The moves that they hit. I mean, jeez. We saw it, but then again, I'm sorry guys, not much to say because this match I was getting really tired and bored anyway. Raza, let's see, yeah. God, I forgot what Plex did, but Plex hit him with brass knuckles once again. Second brass knuckles. And he hit him with something. Oh, he hit him with like a suplex, kind of a little center suplex. I'm sorry if I kind of wrong, but then El Diablo hits him with a El Diablo Vader bomb, which I think should have been more tougher looking, more stiffer looking, but that's my opinion. And then win. So La Raza wins, but that team right there, it was this the heroics Covnot. Fuck them. I will see them again, but don't give a shit. And the last match, but not least, Troy Miller versus Matt Creed versus Lennox King. And this is the number one contender since the Juice didn't show up because, the flight stuff. I mean, I'm sorry to say, I'm ready for next month. I'm ready for him to drop the belt because that's what needs to happen. Starts off with claps. All do it together, you know, and they all double teaming Creed. Miller and Troy and King start start double teaming Creed, tossing King on the ring to Creed spine busting. Well, let's see, toss him on the ring. And Miller is going to go and Miller's going to go out the ring to get King because Miller tossed him on the ropes. He's going to do a little splash to him, and then all of a sudden Matt Creed comes in for a spine buster, and then Creed goes up for a suicide dive and hits King. So that was a very cool start of the match. Next, and then we have a nice crossbody from Miller to attack both Creed and King, which I thought was awesome. Then we have King that had a little hip for yoga, which I call basically his little fire up stance. You know, he did like he was all pumped up and he did a little 2 hip tosses and then a drop kick, and then he tried to do another one. But I say in the fan cam footage, 2 hip for your yoga. And then we have for the crowd, Mrs. Liz, Stephen Man of ICW. But I'm not going to use Stephen Man all the time. So Miss Liz, most feared woman around. Call her that. I mean, it doesn't matter. She likes being called Stephen Man. So follow her on the Prophet, which I think was out for the footage. She's out in the crowd. Then we have, which I didn't even tell Miller because I talked to Troy after the show was done, the event was done, and he had this awesome submission on Creed, and I don't know what it was. Then King traps the Prophet out of the ring, and while Miss Liz is on the other side, and bitch slaps him, and then King and Troy beat the hell out of him, and then Troy hits him, which I didn't get a shot of, but he hits him with his own stick of truth in his gut. We get some ICW Pro chants, or ICW chants. Miller hits King with a chair from out nowhere, which I was pretty cool. Miller hits Ring with a 3rd rope jump, which he looks like he was about to mess that up and botch it. We got King who hits Creed with a Yoga City, which is Suplex City. Miller hits the King with a superplex to a Falcon Arrow, which we see from John Cena doing, so I'm going to call it the Miller Arrow. And at the very end, here comes Ari comes out and grabs Miller's foot, but kind of missed the cue. Shoot. And King beats him with a small package. And then Ari says they're going to have another 3-way dance, which is kind of stupid. I think they should be a fatal 4-way. Yeah, it's 20 minutes. It's about to be 30 minutes long for this review, so I hope it works. But they're going to have a 3-way. So it's just going to be Miller versus King versus Juice. How come it should have been Creed versus Miller versus King versus Juice? Because Creed got screwed over. I mean, I don't understand it, but oh well. I'm not in the company, but Miller still has to do it, and he just grabs, already hits him in the face, and that's the ending in ICW Pro Chance. So there you go. There's your event. Return of ICW, January 9th, 2016. Overall show, decent. It was okay. I mean, yeah, it was just all of ICW showing their talent. I mean, there were some fuck-up matches and whatnot. I'm sorry, by the way, about all the F words, but this is me. This is me by myself. No one Zach here. Next month, hopefully, Noah and Zach will be back with the next ICW review. And also, there's no podcast for Wednesday because I'm just kind of getting dull. I'm getting bored because there's nothing really to talk about. Because wrestling these days have been really retarded. I just want to talk about ICW. So maybe next week I will do one. And sorry that it's 30 minutes long, but this is my full detailed review about Return of ICW Pro. I mean, if I want some feedback, if you like me doing short reviews, like saying, oh, he won, or he lost, and like all my thoughts about this, yada yada yada, or you like me doing full detailed reviews, speak up and say, hey, this is pretty awesome or whatnot. But I'm STS once again of the Marin World Order, Sam the fucking Slam, and we'll see you next. We'll see you. I don't know. I'll make a video again. Who knows? I'll make a video about ICW whenever we find out for next month's show. Alright, I'm out of here. Peace. I'm out.